Welcome back to my channel. This will be part 4 of my coverage on the BWF World Championship 2022. Let's dive straight into the women's doubles draw. If you have missed the previous videos, do check out because I've already covered the men's singles, men's doubles, and women's singles. So let's see here. For the top quarter, the top seed would definitely be the hot favorite. Very likely they will be facing the Indian doubles. And should this happen, I'm pretty sure the Chinese top seed would be able to advance to round 3. And their opponent would most likely be the Danish 12 seeds, who may have faced some resistance, assuming that they would most likely be facing off the Hongkey doubles. And if this takes place, I am quite certain that the Chinese top seed would be occupying the first quarterfinal slot. The second quarterfinal slot would be a contention between the top Thailand women's doubles, Ravinda and Kit Tharakul, and they would be up against either the Indonesian doubles or the Taiwanese doubles, which I think the Indonesian might be the favorite over the Chinese Taipei, simply because of, I think, Siti Fadia, who has recently been playing some really good badminton with her new partner, Apriyani Rahayu. So I think having been playing with the Olympic gold medalist, definitely she would have improved her gameplay as well. And they will be up against the Thai doubles. Now, if Siti Fadia is partnering with Apriyani Rahayu, I would be favoring them. But right now, in this situation, I think the Thai doubles would be the slight favorite. And they will be up against most likely the Japanese pair of Rei Iwanaga and Kei Nakanishi. I don't see much of a resistance which the most likely the Dutch pair can offer. So, and if this clash is to take place, I would favor the Thais, to make it to the quarterfinals. And if we move on to the third quarter, we have Shin Xiong Chan and her partner. I believe it's Lee So-hee, against the winner between the Peruvian players against Indian players. I think the Indian women's doubles might have this slight edge. Should this clash take place, I would be favoring the South Korean to advance to round 3. Moving on to Rachel Hondrick and Kristen Tsai from Canada up against either Vivian Hu, Lin Chuxian or Linda Elfer, Isabel Lohao. This could be an interesting match. It could be a very closely contested one, but I might be favoring the Malaysian to advance. And if they are up against the Canadian, perhaps the Malaysian doubles might be able to eke out and squeeze into round 3 up against the South Korean. And if this is to take place, I think the South Korean would be able to advance. Next quarter, we have the former world champion, Mayu, if I remember correctly, Mayu Matsumoto Wakana Nagahara, against the winner of the Thai sisters and the Estonians, which I think the Thai sisters would be able to take the match comfortably. Now, this match could be quite closely contested one because the Thai sisters, the young sisters, are definitely really good players. But Not too sure why their recent form has dipped a little after a fierce start to the year. So in that case, I think taking into consideration the recent form, I would be favoring the Japanese 6 seed to advance to round 3. The next quarter, we have the Duyu Liwen up against very likely their Chinese counterpart Liu Xuan and Xia Yuting. And if this clash is taking place, I would be favoring the higher ranked pair to advance. Up against the number 6 seed, I think the 6 seed would be having the edge over the number 13 seeds. Now, if we move on to the bottom half, we have another Malaysian doubles, a young doubles player, up against an informed, Indian pair, which is why I'll be picking Trisa Jolie and Gayatri Gopichan Pulela over the young Malaysians, despite the fact that I think they've clashed in India before, and I think still the Indian pairs would win, and they will be up against Puritan Tina Muralidharan, and this could potentially be the their third meeting in a row, if I remember correctly, coming from the Commonwealth Games. I would still favor the Malaysian 10 seed to make it to round 3, and they will be up against very strong favorite, another strong contender for the title, Nami Matsuyama Chiharushida, who I think would not be facing much of a problem to dispose of, most likely the Canadian doubles. And should they clash, I would be favoring the Japanese pair, simply because of their superior head-to-head record. I don't think the Malaysians have ever won the Japanese pair, but you never know. But heavy favorite would still be the Japanese doubles. And Achong, Tell Mei-Sing against the Germany doubles, I think they should be able to advance, but up against the 9th seed would be a tough task for them. So this could be pretty tough to pick, but I think I might be favoring the Malaysian to make an upset to advance into round 3. And they would be up against most likely Kim So-young and Kong Hee-yong, who shouldn't be having much of a problem to defeat another Indian women's doubles pair. So should this happen, I am not too sure, but I feel that the Malaysian doubles may have what it takes to actually move into the quarterfinals. So, and that would be 2 upsets in a row for the Malaysians, and I'm betting on them to create those upsets. Next, we have Sapsiree Teratanachai with Putita Supajiraku up against very likely the young Indonesian doubles, and this could be another close fight, but I do believe that the Thai pair would have the upper hand, and they should be able to make it to round 3, and in which case they might be facing off either Pek Hana Lee Yu Lim or the Stoeva sisters. And I think the Korean would be triumphing over the Bulgarian sisters. And in that case, I think the Korean will also be creating another upset to move into the quarterfinals. Last quarter, we have the Scottish pair should be able to advance against the United States doubles. Up against Zhang Sushen and Zheng Yi, it will be difficult for them, and the Chinese will be taking up this slot. The last quarter, we have Austrians against the Singaporeans. I'm favoring the Singaporean women's doubles up against the number 2 seeds. It will be too difficult for them, and I will be favoring the number 2 seeds from Japan, Yuki Fukushima and Sayaka Hirota, up against the Chinese doubles. And I do believe that these pair, the number 2 seeds, it's for them to lose. But you never know because Chinese pairs are usually very strong, especially the women's doubles. So if all this is happening as predicted, I would be favoring the top seeds to make it to the semifinals, top seeds, and they will be facing off against very difficult, but I would be favoring the Japanese, Mayu Matsumoto and Wakana Nagahara. And over here we have Nami Matsuyama, Shiharu Shida, who should be able to defeat the Malaysian, right? The Malaysian doubles. And the last semi-final slot would be, I think it would be for Yuki Fukushima and Sayaka Hirota. So that's it for this rather short, relatively short video. I hope you enjoy what you have listened to or watched to, and please leave your comments down in the comment section to let me know your thoughts as well. Thank you.